Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave, and we're going to continue our playthrough of B-17 Flying Fortress Leader from DVG, and we're playing the Eastern Front campaign that also includes city bombing. Alright, we're heading into March, and it's week 2, and there's 3 weeks in the month here, so this is the middle week. My first video I forgot to do what I was supposed to do, but I lost both of my recons here. So I just paid 16 SO points, so I now have them available again. And then I spent 10 more points here, and I bought a B-25 group and a B-26 group, and I need them to strike this airfield again. So I'm going to use them for the short range. We're going to go after the target there again. So I've received my weekly SO points. I've made my SO adjustments, purchased groups, did that stuff, and now we're doing intelligence. So here we go. We're going to roll for intelligence again. Everything is considered low intelligence too. I just learned, I was reading again, so I probably messed that up at Dresden, but they're all considered low intelligence until you actually get a medium or high level. Okay, so the first recon we're going to do is on Berlin. So here we go. And we get a 7, and a 7 is medium. So I can take this marker, put it back over here on the airfield, up here, and we have medium intel on Berlin now. Okay, so no modifiers there. Now we're going to recon this airfield again that I bombed and see if I can get rid of their stuff. Here we go, and it is an 8. Yes, and an 8 is high intel. Okay. So I get a high intel marker for this one. Take off the low intel stuff there from before. Now, because that helps me with my air to ground and the flak results going into that one. All right, so I have my intel done. Now we have to determine weather in the zones. So here we go. Get my book out so I don't forget what it was for the weather. Yeah, okay, here we go. Zone 1, I rolled a 3, and a 3 is cloudy default weather. Zone 2 is a 9, and a 9 down here is clear. We'll go ahead and mark it, even though it doesn't actually affect anything. All right, Zone 2 now is 8, and an 8 is clear. So we have clear in Zone 2. Still, unless I attack something there, it's not going to affect me. And Zone 3 is a 4, and a 4 is partly cloudy weather, which is the default weather. Okay, so there we go. We're all set there with the weather. Select my targets to attack. So I'm going to attack. I have to roll here to determine if I'm going after Berlin or Dresden, because it's a die roll that gets me there. So here we go. The first roll is for the city, and this is against 8. It's my choice. And the second roll is a 3, and it will be destroy 2 city blocks. Okay. So my choice, I think I'm going to go ahead and go to Berlin this time, because I have medium intel on Berlin, so it's 0 on my modifiers. So I'm going to try to hit Berlin this time. So we'll bring this back, but I got to hit 2 of the city blocks here. And so what I need is some incendiary, hopefully to burn along here. So I'll check that out when we get ready to do it. But Berlin will be my target. And so we're going to have Mission 1 is going to be after the airfield, and Mission 2 is going to be after Berlin. I'm going to go ahead and do this airfield and get it over with. So I'm going to bring it up here. Now, we have heavy damage on this airfield. So we remove the heavy damage marker and we put it at where the heavy damage is, which is an 8. So it starts with 8 hits. And so this should be 8. So we put 8 hits on it because they did not have any chance to do any repair on it. All right. Selected our targets, assigned the groups. So the 2 groups that are coming are the 2 new ones. They're both recruits. And it is the 322nd and the 321st. And they're the same skill level for air to ground, so we'll put the 321st as the lead group, the 322nd as the next group. Okay. And I'm just verifying one thing here. Yep, we're good. Okay. So the B-25 and B-26 have a range of 4. So let's see, we assigned our groups, assigned our group diversion. We don't have any armor bombers. They're going to be carrying, because it's a dispersed target, the M30s. They can each carry 2 of these. So 2 for each one of them. Okay. They don't have any special targets or any weapons. And let's see, just no purchase, no tactic counters for them. Set up our display. So they're going to take off from here. They're going to go out to the ocean and then to the target zone right here. Okay. Next thing we do is roll for the Luftwaffe Response. All right. So, and I look at the target card and they're repaired, they're dispersed. The Luftwaffe Response is a 0, so no modifier. So we roll and it is a 4, and a 4 is average. So he gets an average, which is a maximum of 4 bandits, and range is 0. So none of those other bases can come help. All right, which is what I wanted. Now we draw our target bound event card. All right, here we go. Target bound. Increased Luftwaffe activity. Draw 2 additional bandits for any bandit interceptions up to response max. Crack. So now they get to draw 2 extra. He only draws 1, so he'll be drawing 3. So let's see. Let's lay this. We'll put it on the board here. So I try to remember that. Okay. All right. Okay, so I think we're plane number 1. I think we're ready to go here. Don't have anything else to do. So we take off. Weather's fine. We move 1. We move the second time. We're over the target. First thing we do, Squadron Interception. So, as this card said, and now I can get rid of it, is add 2. So instead of drawing 1, they're going to draw 3. All right. So we draw the first one. It is ME-262s. Crud. The jets are coming after us. Second one. Woo-hoo. Dropped it. Focke-Wulf. And he's out of the sun. And the third one is 109s. And he drops the bombs, which they don't have that tactic, but he does have it out of the sun. Okay, so we got to roll for each one of these to see which ones they're going to be attacking. All right, so the first one, the jets, are coming after 10, which is the rear group. The second one is a 7, which is the rear group. So the Focke-Wulf and the jets went that way. And then the third bandit is a 2, which is the lead group. Okay, so he's coming after the lead group there. All right. So here we go. We do our interception. We start. These guys have 2, but that Focke-Wulf has 3. So we're going to set our marker to 3 here. And the reason I didn't bring any fighter escort is because my P-51 group needs to rest. They got to get a little recoup here. And my P-38s are going to have to go on the mission over to Berlin. So, okay, here we go. So they're attacking the 109s. Let's see, my durability is 0. So we roll straight up, and it is a 9. He gets 2. So 2 hits. I get to fire back at him now. My air-to-air is +1. And his durability is 0, so I get a +1. I get a 9, which is a 10. Hey, they shot down the 109s. So that group got a kill. Go to my victory points. And they got a kill. All right. So got rid of the 109s. They won't be coming back. All right. Here we go against the jets. They need a 3, 5, or 8 to hit. My durability is 0. Here they come. They got a 5. 5 is 2 hits. Okay. 2 hits. We got a 2 right here. Onto him. All right. And the Focke-Wulfs are attacking. Let's see, they have Out of the Sun. Does that do anything for them? Out of the Sun. On a bomber attack. Let me check that real quick here. Just to make sure. Because I can't remember when they attack. Let's see. Where are they? Here they go. Okay, and the Out of the Sun only works against my fighters. So he needs a 4, 6, or 8 to hit. He got a 2. Woohoo! Nothing. Now, my bomber's firing back. His modifier air-to-air is 0 against the jets. He has a defensive value of 2, so I don't think I can hit because it's going to be -2. Yeah, and a 9 makes that a 7. So I did not hit him. Okay, so now we flip this to the second pass. The jets attack. They get a 5. 2 more hits. So I went from 2 to 4. Let's see, where's my, here it is. He's got 4 hits now. And the Focke-Wulf attacks. And he gets a 2. He missed again. Woohoo! I know that I can't, I'll roll for my gunners. They get a 5, they miss. So the jets break off. And that leaves the Focke-Wulf making one last attack here. So we're down to 1 now. And he's going to roll. And he gets a 10. 3 more hits. Okay, so that makes 7 now. So this group is now shaken. All right, that wasn't cool. But that's it, the Focke-Wulfs break off. All right. So we're now over the target and we do flak attacks and then our bombing attacks. Okay, now the flak attack is is he gets a 7, 8, 10. He gets 2 rolls, and it's -2 to his dice. So we'll roll 2 dice. He's attacking the first group. Here he goes. He gets a 5 and a 7, makes that a 3 and a 5. The 3's a miss, the 5's a miss. Okay. Now at the second group, he gets a 4 and a 9, makes that a 2 and a 7. That's 1 more hit. So he went to 8 now. He's still shaking. He's not destroyed. Well, I got a chance here now. We're going to drop some bombs. All right. So they're dropping 2 bombs. I'm a -1 air to ground. I get +1 air to ground for the target. I get +2 because of my high intel. So that makes it +2. And this is my M30, which is a +2 for dispersed targets. So +4. Here we go. He gets a 5 and a 10. So that makes that a 9 and a 10. A 9 is 1 hit and the 10 is 2. So that is 3 hits. So we went from 8 to 11, which destroys the target. So the target is now destroyed. And my other guys don't even have to drop their bombs. If they did, whether they would have hit or not, who knows. But we destroyed the airfield. Okay. So we did our job this time. I can take my intel marker off of there. And I'm going to set this to the side. The airfield's destroyed. And now my bomb group leaves. They're there and they're home. Okay, we can take all our markers off. And bomb mission number 1 is over. Okay, so what I'll do now is I had to do my homeward bound bonus SO points. If the target was destroyed, gain SO points equal to the target's victory points. All right, so that was 3 victory points. So I gained 3 SO points. That's big for me right now because there really is some stuff I need to do for my next groups. Trying to get somewhere here on the next week. All right, these guys, they took some hits, but they bought me some time here. They can sit out a week and start to recoup a little bit. All right, so I'm going to pause. I'm going to fill out the spreadsheet with my target damage, my experience that I gained, and then we'll pick it up for mission number 2, which of course is going to be Berlin. So I'll be right back. Okay, so one thing that I did that I destroyed the one fighter, the 109, got shot down. And then I destroyed the airfield, which I had 3 victory points. So I get 3 for that. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to leave this marker here for right now because at the end of the week, I take out an airfield somewhere. But for right now, I'm going to leave it where it's at. Okay. And try to remember that I'm going to take an airfield out. All right. So now we're going to go to Berlin. All right. So I have my city bombing group here. They have medium intel, so I'm in good shape there. And then we're going to do, let's see, we picked this back up at remaining mission, back at pre-flight. So we arm our bombers. So who's going on this mission? So we know this 457th is going, and the 448th. Oops, I gotta put these 2 guys back. And we know the 20th fighter group is going to go with them as escort, high escort. We're going to have the 448th. And they're going to have the commander, which gives them a concentrate fire and an air to ground of +2. We're going to spend 3 points for our H2X radar for him. So that costs me 3 SOs. Okay. And That's 2 bomb groups. And we're going to send the 458th with them. Right there. And then the other thing I have to buy I need drop tanks to increase my range here for the P-38s because their range is only 6. So we're going to put drop tanks on them. That cost me 2 SOs. Okay. All right. So we've purchased our equipment, we've placed our tactics and counters, and now we do our mission counters. So we're going to go 1, 2, flying up north, and we got to come in this way, 3, and then our bomber target's going to be here, and they're going to come right back out the same way. 1, 2, 3, that way. And hopefully we can avoid some of these guys, I hope. Okay, we have to roll now for the Luftwaffe Response. And for Berlin, Luftwaffe Response is +2 to their die roll. Okay, so we roll. +2. A 2 is +2 is a 4, so they're still average. Max Bandits is 4, and nobody, and range is still 0. So nobody to come bother us on this one. Woohoo! So far, so good. All right. We draw our target bound event card. Give me something helpful. Luftwaffe unprepared. Reduce Luftwaffe response by 1 level. Minimum is poor. So it went from average to now it's poor. Maximum is 2. So that really helps here. Whoa, that was big. I needed that. Let me tell you. I definitely needed that. My bomb group is here. All right. And now, here we go. We're off and running out over the ocean. The channel's here. North Atlantic, 1, 2, and turn 3. And now we're going to pick up Luftwaffe Response here. Hopefully, my P-38s can do me some good. All right. So 2 is what they get. First one is, no bandit. This is even better if I get through this group without much to have to deal with. Second one, ME-410. All right. So the no bandit comes off, and the ME-410 gets picked up by my P-38. All right. So the ME-410 gets to attack first. My commander for the P-38s is Anderson. I have an out of the sun, so I can roll. They don't get an out of the sun tactic, and I get a bandit intercept of +1. So all of that, but it doesn't matter because there's just the one bandit. So the 410s attack first. Here's their roll, and it is a 9. 3 hits on my P-38s. So I had 2 anyway, so that makes me a 5 now, but I'm still in good shape at this point. Okay, so my P-38s are attacking. I'm a +3. And he's a -1 for defense. That's a +4 on my die roll. I get a 6. A +4 is a 10. We eliminated the 410, so I get a kill. Okay, so we get a kill on that one. Get back to my right sheet here. They get their first kill. Second kill, I should say. All right. And I just noticed something. On the last mission, I had 2 kills, one by each one of my fighter squadrons, which would have put me at 2. I killed 1, 3, so I'm actually back here at 1 again. So I'm going to eliminate an airfield and get rid of, and I'm up to here now. Okay, so I just scored that kill, so we're done with that one. But I have to draw this little deal here where I see how many of my fighters had to break off after that dogfight. And it is on a escort mission, it's -1. So I put a -1 on my P-38, puts me at 6. We're not broken yet. Okay, so far so good. Now we move into Berlin. Oops. All right, the most they can put up are 2 fighters. And these guys, because they were there, their response was a 1. Right here, because we moved there, they're going to be ready to go again. So really, the only time that one really gets to be effective is when you're in the same, if they're flying outside of their range. Okay, here we go. 2 this time. He gets, whoop, I got the dropsies, I guess. This is a BF-110. He's the first one. Second one is Focke-Wulf 190. All right. Out of the sun, but I negate that with my fighter escort. Okay, now this is a case where we're going to roll because I want to have the advantage of who I attack first. And so I want to attack that Focke-Wulf bunch first. So we get a +1 to this roll. I need a 5 or higher. I get a 2, so I don't get to choose. So it's the 410 and the 190. Okay, and the 410 can go up to 3 attacks here if he gets to that point. Alrighty, here we go. So the BF-110s attack first. My durability on the P-38 is a 1, so it's -1 to his die roll. He gets a 6, makes it a 5, he misses. Okay, now the Focke-Wulf's attacking. Same thing, -1 to his die roll. 8 makes it a 7, that's 2 hits on my P-38s. And they now are at 7, which I'm still in my good range. At the end of it, but I'm there. All right, I'm attacking the 410s, or the 110s, I mean. My air-to-air is +3, and his durability, or his defense is -1, so it's +4. I get a 9. So I shot down the BF-110s. So I got rid of those guys. All right, I get another kill. It's 2. Okay, now I got to deal with the 190s here, and they're going to be down to 1 left now. Okay, so this is their last shot at me. They're a -1. He gets a 9, which is an 8, which is 2 more hits. Well, that's going to cost me. So I'm now at 9. My escort is actually 10. I can't fire back at him. So my guys are broken. They got to bail out of here and go home. But I did my damage with that last group. Okay, so my P-38s, they're heading home. Okay, now we come into Berlin, and I've got to check this city square. Okay, we're over the city. We have to do our flak right here. They get 3 dice. Yuck. 3 dice. 4, 6 to 9 to hit. The first group is the 448. So here we go, 448. Don't have anything on here yet. He gets, the 448 is a B-24 group. So he gets a 2, a 5, and a 10. The 2's a miss. The 5 is 1 hit. The 10 is 3 hits. That's 4 hits on the 448. So he's up to 7 now. All right. And for the B-17 group, the 457th, they have a durability of 1, so it's -1 to these. They get a 1, a 7, and an 8, makes that a 6 and a 7, which is 2 hits apiece, so that's 4 on him. So he's at 4. All right, and then the last one is the 458th. They're B-24, so just a normal roll of 2, 2, and 8. 8 is 2 hits. He goes from 2 to 4, which keeps him normal. Okay, so we survived the flak. Whew, that was a big deal. All right, next thing we do, weather determination. Okay, so now we roll for the weather here. And the weather is 7. A 7 is partly cloudy, -1 air to ground, or use my H2X. I'll use the H2X. Okay. So here we roll 2 dice and add them together. And it is 9 and 3 is 12. So we put this on hex 12. Now I can adjust this with my radar based on the H2X. I can add 2 and my air to ground, which is a +1. So I can move it up to 3 hexes, but I only want to move it 1. I want this thing right here in the center of town because that's where I want to bomb them at. Right. Okay. So now I'm bombing with incendiaries. Everything was loaded with incendiaries. So we start with our leader. Incendiary bombs need a 7 to hit. Okay. So we're going to roll. I get to roll 4 dice. I'm going to roll 4 blue dice. I have 4 of them. And we're looking for 7 or higher. And he has an air to ground of +1. And do I have any modifiers here? Nope. It's just strictly city areas. So here we go. We're looking for 7s or higher, and I get +1. I get a 10, 2, 3, and a 4. So I got 1 hit. Out of all those bombs, 1 of them hit. So we'll put that one here. That's a hit. Okay. That's it for his bomb load. Now I have my B-17, who's a -1 air to ground. He's only got 3 of them, so we're going to roll 3 dice. Looking for 7 or higher, which is really 8 or higher. Ha! He got an 8. So he got 1 hit. The other 2 were 2 and 4. So right now, where am I? Here. 2 bombs have hit. Take them off. And the last B-24 has 4 of them. He's a -1. He needs a 7 or higher. He gets an 8, which makes it 7. So he got 1 hit. So I got 3 incendiary hits out of all this. The rest of them didn't do what I needed them to do. Oops. And I dropped them. Okay. All right. So my incendiaries have hit. Now what we do is, once all bombing is complete, roll a die to determine the wind strength. Okay, so we're going to roll for wind strength. So wind strength is here. So we're going to roll a die. We get a 4, which is light, +1. Okay, roll the die to determine the wind direction. It's a 6, Okay, so +1, flip my, and it's light, and it's this direction. Okay, so I had to do some reading here. I think this is the way it works. I got 3 bombs that are coming in here, and then from here they're going to go this direction and split out to see if they destroy anything else in these hexes here. Okay, so we got 3. So I get, I roll a die, I add 1 for my wind strength, it's a +1, and I add 2 for each one of the bombs here. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7. So I'm going to add 7 to my die roll. And I get a 5. So at 12, I needed 8 or higher. So I destroyed this center hex. It caught on fire and it burned. Now, the wind is going to blow 1 here, 1 here, and I'm going to randomly determine which way this is going. 1 to 5 will be up here. It is. So I got 2 up here, and I got 1 right here. So again, we do the same thing. We roll a die, we add 2 here, and the wind strength was 1. I get 4, +1 is 5. So I get a 5 and a 10. That burnt that one up. Sorry, I had to go grab another. So I destroyed that city square. And now I got to roll 1 more. And this one is going to be 2 + 1 is 3. 3 + 2 is 5. It was not enough to damage that one. So there is a rail station there, and a 5 gives me light damage. So I'll have to get my light damage marker. And so that will stay there on that hex where the railway's at, in case I go back and bomb it again. All right, so I can now move this out of the way. And I earned a bunch of victory points that time. I got 4 victory points for burning that part of the city there. So that was great. Okay, we're done with that. Well, now we got to go home. And my P-38s have already left. So these guys are coming back on their own right here. We got to do our homebound event. Homebound event, German radar system down. If desired, re-roll Luftwaffe Response. No. No thanks, it's already poor. I don't want it to get any better. So he only gets 2 up here for his intercept. The first one and the second one. And he gets, of course, a Focke-Wulf and another Focke-Wulf. Okay, and I'm just looking, I don't think it counts, but I just want to see what that F+4 is on that German card, number 8. F+4, oh, frontal attack. Yeah, and they don't have that tactic, so he doesn't use it. Okay, so they're going to attack. I got to roll to see where they're coming in at. So here we go with the first one. He is a 4. And a 4 is on the lead. That's where he's coming at. And this other one is coming in at a 1. Oh, they both came after the lead group. All right. And my P-38s, they're already gone home. So they're not there to help them anymore. Okay. So, here they come. They're attacking. Here comes the Focke-Wulf, the first one. and he is a 6. And a 6 is 1 hit on the 448. So he goes from 7 to 8. He's still okay. And now this group, this other fuck, and let's see. He gets to fire back at him. His air-to-air is +1. And I get to concentrate fire. Oh, that would have been, shoot. Yeah, I screwed that up. I would have had I get to concentrate fire +2 on my air-to-air, but Raper gave him a +2 on his air-to-ground. I actually had a better chance of hitting with those, but it is what it is. Okay, here we go. +2, +3 on my air-to-air. He gets a 10. He knocked that one down. All right. So that's the 448. They got revenge on him. So they get a kill. All right. Now, the Germans are attacking the other Focke-Wulf group. And he gets a 7. And a 7 is 1 hit. Puts me at 9. Which now makes me shaken. I'm going to return fire. It's shaken though, I'm -2. +2 for my concentrated fire. And his defense is a -1. Oops. I don't think I can hit. Oh, I got a 10. Let's add that up now. I got -2, +2. Concentrated fire, that evens that out. But he gets a -1, so I did not get him. Okay. And that's it. He breaks off. All right. Phew. And now we go home. All right, survived that mission to Berlin and did some damage. All right. So I got to go through now and look at the planes that did not fly and reconstitute them. Now, I know one thing I get to do here at the end of the week is going to be, I got to count up. I've been forgetting to move this marker. So I'm just going to do a quick count, total count of everybody I've shot down. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've had 6 planes shot down. And then I destroyed that airfield, which was 3. 1, 2, 3, puts us there. So I get to remove 1 airfield counter, and I'm going to take it out of here. Because those guys are annoying me, and I may need to go up there and do some work up there. Like bomb an aircraft factory. I know that they're going to get a new target there. End of the week, we're going to look at any repair rolls. There won't be any. Add replenishment to rested groups. I'll do that. Advance my week marker. And I have to look to see if I draw. I think I immediately draw another airfield target, but I'm not sure whether I do that here or at the end of the month. So I'll look into that, and then I'll show you where we're at. But right now, like I said, I got to go through with these guys here, mark up the guys' experience points, look for promotions, maybe getting close on a couple of these groups that did some damage, and then fix the guys that did not go out on their missions, and get some of their strength back, because my bomber groups are getting beat up a little bit. All right, and then I'll show you the spreadsheet also. So we'll see where we end up here. Okay, so when you destroy an airfield target, you draw another one to replace it. So you always have 3 airfield targets. So this one I drew is in 17. Well, it's hex 12, range 2, so that's good. I can go after this one. It's another 3 victory points. So I can always scout that one. That's a good one to go after. So, you know, we want to do that. And see what we get there. And then I did get 1 promotion. My 20th fighter group went from recruit to green. So their air-to-air went up to +4 and air-to-ground to +6. So they're even shaking. They're still pretty good, and they show their durability. So liking these guys a lot. So they're getting better, along with my P-51 group. So yeah, there's this is what I like about a little bit of the extended campaigns, you know, where this one's 6 weeks. You get a chance for your groups. Not only do you have to fight through the damage and the repair system and resting them and bringing them back, but you also get groups that get promoted, and that helps them too. So, okay, I think that's going to be it. I'm going to show you the spreadsheet where we're at. We earned 4 victory points for Berlin, because I did destroy 2 of the city squares, which was my mission. So I got rid of 2 of them there. So that worked out for us. And so, you know, we'll see how we do on the next one, I guess. So I'm going to jump over here, show you the spreadsheet, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, so this was week 2. I earned 3 victory points for destroying the airfield, and then 4 victory points for the damage I did in Berlin with the incendiary bombs. I also picked up skill points or victory points, experience points. That's what I'm trying to say. I had some aircraft down. The 321st almost got enough to get promoted. The 20th got promoted, so he's green now. And then some of these guys, you know, a lot of these greens, they're right there. So one more mission, we're going to see them go up. Hopefully I can get that in on this next mission. Some of these guys are they're still having to rest because this whole wing, the B wing, it sat out that second week as it was really wore down. So we'll see if we can't get them on a mission. Somebody's going to have to go back to Berlin or Dresden. I don't know which. So that's where we stand with that one. And then for our SOPs, we had 15 available, and then we're going to put in for week 3 so that we go ahead and get ourselves set up for that. We're going to have 43 available. So because I don't have to buy any silly recon airplanes this time, I've spent 32. I spent 32 and another 638, 16 of which I would say was necessary to get me started. But so I've had to spend 22 of my SOPs on what I consider to be wasted weather and the recon there. So those ate up some of my early points. 43, I could probably might be able to get myself a B-17, another B-17 group here to add to my groups here, so that I can send some more firepower into the into the Berlin or Dresden where we're going. So I'll see if I can't get those guys hooked up too. All right, so it's pretty good so far. We're hanging in there. Not a ton of victory points, as you can see. I've earned 10 after 2 weeks. I have to get above 19 to get out of dismal, so I need another couple of good weeks where I can do some. I got to keep destroying targets. That's the only way to get there. But maybe we can get some more damage done in Dresden or Berlin. So I did get rid of an airfield, which helped. And I only need to shoot down 1 more fighter squadron, and I can get rid of another airfield. So, I mean, I'm trying to get there. And luckily, the German commander had poor intelligence, so I got a break on that. I didn't get hammered by fighters that time like I did the first week. So I think it's looking pretty good right now. We'll see how the next one goes. We're going to wrap it up here, call this one a day. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you, like the video, give me a thumbs up. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Everybody have a good one now.